just crazy to think that, 2 weeks ago we stood in here and, it's completely different, and now you look around and this is crazy. I mean, we did a remodel a couple years ago where we ripped out the card bar, put in the showcases, and I think a lot of the same sentiment then is true now, where we're trying to continue to provide as much as possible in so much space. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of 5,000 to 10,000 square feet, so it's trying to maximize the space we have. And I think ultimately the singles market has just exploded, and I think we want to be able to provide more of that while creating a more modern, look for the store. As we got into here, it was perfect when we opened. Like, we had the perfect amount of singles. It just worked really well. Well, as we've grown and the market's changed, I mean, that was 4 years ago when we got in here. And you look around, and this singles shelf to my left here, had one box in each cube. The bottom row was full, was blocked off. Now there's 2 in every single cube, and the bottom's completely full. And you look around here, and we've just grown and continue to put more and more and more out. So ultimately, I care a lot about the customer experience. I want somebody to walk in here and say, wow, this card shop looks really nice, and they have everything I want. So I don't think we've necessarily gotten away from that, but there's a time and a place for some changes, and I think now it just makes the most sense.
So today's goal is to get everything off the walls, everything into the center of the room cleared out, and some drywall fixes, and start sanding, sealing, and get the ball rolling on everything else that needs to be done. All this flat wall and those floating shelves are coming off, so everything on this side of the room is on the wall is tracked.
That's gonna be the edge of the...
So this mark here, you've got all this in the center.
Okay, so it's probably gonna be based on, it'll be a little bit wider than it was over there. Probably get another couple feet of shelf space.
But you're also...
And it also is probably gonna start lower too.
That is the top of your backsplash.
Backsplash, and then first shelf is, how many shelves are you doing?
As many as I can put in so that it looks uniform.
The countertop runs...
The closest side of that blue tape.
Here?
Yeah. That's 29 some odd inches.
29.7 or something like that.
All right, first official day. It's a little bit later. Mondays are crazy, but 4:55. Getting ready to wrap the day up, but I want to see what the place looks like. Today's officially, again, day number 1 of remodel. We don't have a lot of days to lose, so I'm expecting some of this progress to go pretty quickly. First time we ever opened this place took 100 days. We don't have 100 days we're open, so we don't have a lot of time to waste. So things are going to have to happen pretty quickly if we're going to stay on track here to reopen next week. So time to see what it looks like. Oh my God. Look at this, and this is a mess. Thank God I'm not in here. Look how bright that is. God. Dude, those are bright. Those are crazy bright.
You said you wanted it to be like the surface of the sun, didn't you?
Yeah, I want it to be bright. Always think the bright light, I'm a big fan of that. I want it to be bright, bright. That is bright. I mean, look how dark it is in here with everything closed though.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's dark now. Even with that on, it's dark. That's what I don't want. I want it to be bright.
it's not gonna be.
Yeah, I know that now. Yeah. Yeah, on the ceiling. Again, it obviously like reflects up at this point, so I'll be curious to see what it looks like at the top when it's up there. I think it'll.
You want to do this in black like we're going to do in there?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's gonna, yeah, definitely brighten it up. I mean, I think the big thing is when somebody comes in here, I want them to be like, this shop is awesome. I care so much about that. You know, I've had the privilege to travel to some of the best card shops in the country. And I think that's the thing I think about is I want that same experience when I walk in those to be here in Grove City, Ohio. You know, when I walk in some of these great card shops, I think, man, this shop is nice, modern, clean, organized. It has a little bit of everything. Those are the same things we're going for here. I want somebody to be able to walk in, you know, this card shop in Grove City, Ohio, and say those same things about us. And you know, we're fortunate to have people that have traveled from all over the country, all over the world to visit our shop. I don't want to disappoint somebody with their experience here and it not be nice, it not be clean, it not be organized. I really care a lot about that, and I want somebody to walk in here and be just wowed with, you know, how the shop looks, how the shop presents, and what the shop has to offer. Just got here Wednesday. Last time we came was Monday. So I came at the end of Monday. They've had 2 full days. It's 5:23 here. So 2 full days to really kind of make some progress. I think I talked about it on Monday when I was here, but this is not like a 6-month project. We have 10 days to kind of figure this out. We've already announced trade night. We're having special guests. Like, this is the day we are reopening. So like, there's just gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be happening. It's not gonna be we can afford to fall behind. Like, things have to move forward. So it's gonna be, I'm assuming every time I come here, there's gonna be some bigger updates. So just trying to keep up with it now in terms of like what's happening. That way, if we don't really like something or want to change or add something, like we can do it then and there, not just fix it 7 days in. So we'll see how much they got done the last 2 days. Holy cow. Look at that. That is definitely crazy. I mean, what do you even call it?
Big old shadow box.
Yeah, big shadow box. Gonna have like a big staple piece in here where the wax is gonna be. So it'll be a cool little highlight when you walk in, like where the wax is. Again, all new, you know, cabinets, the countertop space, like 3xing how much we had, you know, originally before. Just that kind of stuff helps when you want to like stay ahead and get organized, and we obviously love that. So it'll be nice to have way more countertop space, but a big, you know, shadow box right when you walk in there. Yeah, I mean, you can see it come together really quickly. So patched all the holes on the wall, like where all the slat wall and stuff was before. Excited for the lighting to get in. I saw a little bit of that on Monday when Brian and I came, but excited for the lighting. Again, the team will tell you, I'm real picky about, like, I want it to be like super bright in here. I want it to be like bright. Like, I feel like there was, last time it was just a little too dark. I want it to be nice and bright and welcoming and like just have that like high-end vibe to it, and I feel like lighting really helps with that. So man, it's a lot of stuff's happening. Crazy what can happen in, you know, 48 hours essentially. There'll be a couple things we'll just want to talk about with Sam that we'll just want to add to the list. Little things we'll want to get ahead on. Painting the front door red, power washing the front, cleaning the front of it. If you look at, like, if you come out front and look at the front of the landing, the awning.
Gotcha.
So this, again, obviously this needs cleaned. Look how dirty this is. Like, I would like this to be cleaned up a little bit. Like, I want this to like pop. I want the door painted red. I would repaint all the like hand railings, and I'd power wash this front.
Alrighty, so old showcases are getting out today. Use the old Facebook Marketplace and had a buyer pretty quick. So thankfully we'll get these out of here today. And then we'll have more space to kind of see the idea start to come together. A lot of work to do from now through the weekend, as you know, showcases are delivered early next week. Got a lot of things to finish in the meantime, but getting these out is a big part of moving things along.
That's crazy. Look how much brighter it is in here. I think we talked about this on Monday. It's already Friday. Dude, this is crazy. It's like 20 times brighter. This is what I wanted. Looks amazing. Big fan of the lights. I didn't think I was going to like the black ceiling as much with the white lights, but I definitely like it. All right, so a lot's happened in a week. So in a week, all of the holes, everything off the wall has been taken down. Every single thing, every slat wall, every shelf, everything, it's all come down. Cabinets have been installed behind where the showcases will be. Shadow box has been framed out and built. Ceiling has been painted black. Lights are being installed. Lights are installed in the front room and up. It's got some paint, you can smell it, so there's patches that have been painted. Yeah, it's coming together quick, but we only have 7 days. 7 days till we open now. So I mean, now it's, you know, this is going to be an around-the-clock thing for 7 days. There's a lot of work that needs done. I mean, it's Friday today. Showcases are supposed to be in Tuesday, so this place has to be in pretty good working order by Tuesday. Like, can't be painting and patching and drilling and doing all these things when showcases show up. Like, they got to be clean, but it's coming together. It's going to be interesting to see what they get done this weekend. Again, not being open, weekend days suck for us to close. Those are busy days, but hopefully we can make some progress coming on Monday and be in a really, really good spot, because again, Tuesday showcases come in, so need to be in a good spot come Monday morning. Just that's the plan.
Okay, it is Tuesday. It is crunch time. We're getting the countertops in today. So countertops underneath where the hobby boxes are gonna go on top of the cabinets, those are going in. We got the value boxes, custom built. I got them done, shout out Dan, got them done in 48 hours. So there'll be another bar top over there, that's going in as well. And then they're gonna start tiling the shadow box for where the hobby boxes are gonna go. So a lot to do. Shelving still needs to go in. Zion cases got a little delayed, so they're gonna be here tomorrow, hopefully first thing. So hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, Wednesday, we can start getting product in, because we have a lot to do in a very short amount of time.
So this is the outlet. This is the seam. And then there's a mark down there for that seam.
So it's...
I just have to have a cabinet that catches that 88.5 and it catches the 88.5 there.
So center this in between the two, and then however close we can get to the center of these two, while still catching the seam,
that would be center of that slab that's going in there.
And then where's the seam? That there. That's pretty close. Just keep these gaps. Just try to keep these gaps as close as possible.
Big day today. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday evening, so they had all of this weekend to get some stuff done. I know they were here Saturday, Sunday. I think a lot of it was painting those days. Monday was getting stuff set up for cabinets and for the countertops. So I would expect to walk in here with a little bit more progress at this point. Some stuff's gonna have to start coming together. I mean, it's after 5 o'clock. Showcases will be here tomorrow. We've got to get the shelving up. We've got to get the tile on the shadow box. We've got to get the TVs mounted. We've got to make sure the cabinets and the countertops are all good. You know, just got to make sure everything is like getting to where it needs to be. Like, again, if the showcases come tomorrow, it's not going to be easy to mount TVs and to build all these things with showcases coming in and out. Like, we're not going to have a lot of room to move around and to get stuff done. So, hopefully it's ready. Holy cow. Definitely smells like paint. So we're gonna try TVs. We originally talked about putting the TVs in like the corners, but just with like the way it's gonna be designed, it wasn't sure if it was gonna entirely work. So we're gonna try a mix of this up here. I saw the first two mounted. It's loud. That's the thing about coming here. You never know if it's going to be loud or not. But I saw the first two mounted and liked it, so we're going to try to put 4 up here, sync them together. But I can tell you, I love the cabinets. Again, they'll need to be freshened up. Like, they're a little dirty now because of, you know, the sawdust and, you know, from trying to mount these TVs and stuff. So, need a little, you know, refresher, but overall they look really good, and I think they're going to work perfectly for what we want. Got to get the bar stools. That's definitely not something we have on the list of stuff to order. I know I need to get those, but man, it is coming together quickly. Those TCG signs look awesome. So this is going to be where the TCG, where they're like 6 foot tall showcases. Our friends at Zion Cases are doing all of the showcases in the entire building. So they'll do all of the standing showcases, all of the new showcases that will go like in front of the wax. They'll do all of the standing showcases we're putting in here. So Zion Cases is gonna be all over this place with their showcases. That's something, I don't know if most people know that, but that's something they actually offer. Corey and Clint and the team do a great job, so excited to get those in here. And then this will be where our Zion Cases will go. The shelves will all be black, but I'm gonna have a spot on the left. Wax will go over there, and this is where we're gonna put all of our Zion Cases. So it'd be cool to get those in here. Man, it looks way different than it did on Friday. It's crazy. I really like how it's coming together. It's tough to see the vision when you look at the same thing every day for the last couple of years. But now that you see it, and you're like, man, I can't believe we ever had anything different than this before. This is clearly the move. We should have done this years ago. Yeah, the countertop looks great. Expensive, definitely not a cheap thing you think about when remodeling a card shop. Like, we've had some expensive counters over the year with, custom built card bars, custom showcases, but now like this this is nice. It'll look way better cleaned off and ready to go. And I think the shadow box, getting the tile on it, is really gonna like start to tile a lot of it together. I know that's gonna get done, I think, at some point today. I think later tonight. So I expect to come back tomorrow and that be done, because that's really the biggest piece at this point, is getting the shadow box, getting the tile on that, and then starting to put the shelves up so we can start to put the centerpiece of this room together.
Well, showcases are here. Corey from Zion Cases load them on the trailer. So we're going to start moving those in slowly. but next step is on the horizon here. So gonna get these inside and start to see the shop come together.
I think the biggest thing for me is definitely going to be the standing showcases. Brian and I saw those when we went down to Jeff's shop when that opened in 22, 23, and we saw them there, and the double-sided showcases standing, just the ability to use that square footage on singles is just so big for us. Like when we first opened this shop, you know, we had the card bar, so you only had surface level countertop cards, right? So I think we could get 140, 150 cards in all those showcases. Now one of these one of the standing showcases holds, I think it's like 148, 150 cards on just one side. So now you're going to have 1,000+ cards in 4 standing showcases. That's just not something we've been able to offer before. So as we continue to look to upgrade our inventory with specifically singles, I think that's going to be a big opportunity for us to continue to put out cooler, nicer, more desired cards. Just stuff we've not had the space for before. So definitely the most excited about the singles showcases, for sure, the standing double-sided showcases. But I would also say the showcases for the TCG. You know, having a designated area for TCG, it's kind of had different homes in our shop previously. Like we've had it in the front, we've had it, in the back, we've had it in showcases. We've kind of had it, in different areas here in the shop. But I think having one right when you walk in, straight in the back, that has obviously plenty of Pokemon, but Lorcana, Marvel, Disney, TCG has become so much bigger than it was 4 years ago when we first opened this. Now to be able to give that a designated home in our shop, I think is going to be crucial, and it's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Well, it's Thursday, and I was here till 1 in the morning last night, trying to work with Corey on the showcases. They were painting, getting that finished up, getting the shelves painted, getting the turf up. We have a million things we have to get done today. The other showcases are being delivered today. Got a little bit delayed, but time to get to it because there's no rest for the wicked.
Down here, just got this in. Shout out to my guy Kyle, King of Cards. My guy, we saw these shipped to and I wanted to buy some there so I could have them in the shop when we opened. Can have some merch, so I was like, gotta have one of the coolest pieces of merch in the industry in the shop. And he's like, they sold out of them like the first day in shipped to I think he said he brought 80 hats, they all sold. So my guy got us right. We bought 80 of them, or 40 of them. Wanted to support the brand. Big fan of Kyle and what he's doing. So, probably give a couple of these away at trade night tomorrow. But there we go. Hobbyist hats live here in Grove City, Ohio. Coming together here. A couple things I think we're going to change last minute. We have 8 of these standing showcases. But it's just, I think it's going to be a little too crowded in here, so we might start with 6. Gonna hold a lot of cards, that's for sure. I mean, the wax wall looks amazing. The shelves, love these showcases. It's coming together. It's gonna look very, very different. It already does. Just crazy to think that 2 weeks ago we stood in here and it's completely different, and now you look around and this is crazy. It's really coming together. It looks amazing. I'm such a big fan. The only thing we didn't change in this entire building was Regina's floors. Back in the first time we ever filmed the card shop video, Reg picked out the floors. Everybody in the comments for years I've heard, "Oh, Reg, you did a great job picking the floors." I still get comments on that. It's the only thing we didn't change. I think literally every single other thing in this entire building has been changed. Paint is new. Every other single thing, we changed the entire design. Literally nothing is the same as before, other than the floors. Maybe the Keymaster. I think that might be it. everything else is different. So now it's just going to be, it's Thursday. Sky B is coming in later tonight to film a podcast first thing tomorrow morning, and then we open tomorrow at noon. So not going to have a ton of time in the morning, so I'll probably stay here tonight with some of the guys and just stock this place. We've priced an ungodly amount of cards. We obviously have an insane amount of showcase space now, so we've got to make sure that we can get plenty of fresh inventory out. So I think we've priced like almost 1,800 brand new cards for showcases. So we'll have to get those out. Then we have to make every single value box for the shelving there. Got to hang every single hobby box. Got to get all design cases out. Got to fill every one of the showcases. And got to do it all tomorrow by noon. So still a lot of work to go before we open. Starting to put some stuff out. I'm gonna put some of the better stuff kind of like right by the front, or like where you walk in. So the first thing you'll see, football's such a big sport for us. Like it's clearly our best seller. So we'll definitely want to put the football near the front, but again, we really have prioritized putting out some cool stuff like Joe Burrow's case hits. I mean, Josh Allen downtown, Joe Burrow out at 5 versus the cards here, Joe Burrow RPA. So I want to put some we'll probably separate it just for like security by like price, like we've got the best stuff where the most amount of eyes are, but price so many things, so hopefully it needs to showcase some really good cards.
This is Ethan, this is Austin. What's going on? Early first impressions of Card Collector 2's new shop. This place is absolutely beautiful. The cards that are in here, I'm ready to drop $100,000 right now. But you got cards I've never seen in here. He said, deal. Let's make it happen. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's trade night. It's going to be an absolute movie. See you guys there tomorrow.
What'd you think so far?
Fire, you got nothing but gas everywhere, dude.
Like it?
You got gas that's not even on like this card? How is it not on the shelf?
I mean,
You just got nukes everywhere.
trying.
You guys cover all man. You got Pokemon in here, hockey.
Yeah, WWE.
Come on, I know you're into Disney and all.
I mean, crazy, like Phil Knight auto.
That's wild.
Crazy,
Is
right?
that Phil Mickelson behind him?
No, Tiger.
A little bit better than that, huh?
Alright, after midnight here, right before we open tomorrow. There's been a crazy almost a couple weeks at this point. The first time we ever did this when we were building a card shop and did that series, that took 100 days. And then we did a remodel was it 2 years ago? 2023? And I think that took like a day, 2 days. Like it was quick. And then this one takes, basically from Monday to Friday. But this is a completely different thing. This is really cool. This is something I didn't know how it would turn out in the beginning, and it has exceeded expectations, to say the least. It's definitely been, stressful and not a lot of sleep, and just really trying to get it right. This is something that means so much to us, and it's been a lot of fun to build it. This is, it's a lot now, but these are things we'll look back on later and be like, this is a part of the journey. This is, a big moment for us in this, in trying to build one of the coolest card shops in America. So that is always the goal, is to try to continue to get better and level up and make this, again, one of the coolest card shops out there. So that's what we're trying to do. It's not there, and we're never ever going to be satisfied, but feel pretty good, you know, considering we're less than 12 hours away from opening it. It's definitely cool. And we sat here, and I think I sat in these stairs. It might have been over there, 4 years ago, I think, when we did the Building a Card Shop series originally and talked about it. And I think if I would have sat there then and just thought of, you know, what it could have turned into, I would have never guessed it turned into this. So it's been a long journey since we first opened this place, but man, I think tomorrow will be really, really special, and we'll just show that, you know, all the hard work is worth it. So excited for tomorrow, excited to see what, you know, the start of the next chapter looks like. So guess we'll see you bright and early. That's all I got for now. Peace, guys. Really wanted it to look more modern, more high-end, more professional, and I couldn't be more excited with how this place turned out.